Welcome to this week's 52 Circles, where we're going to be making a mini screen print using Brusho, which is a powdered watercolour. So you need some Brusho, an acrylic printing medium, and something to use as a mini squeegee, so an old kind of bank card or plastic card. Take your embroidery hoop, and then using a piece of voile, which is the same thing that you would use to make net curtains, just stretch that through the hoop. It has to be as tight as possible, so make sure it's really taut. Now, using some Brusho, you're going to mix that with a little bit of water, so you've got quite an intense pigment, and then paint your design onto the stretched surface of the voile. Now, this isn't my best example because this kind of bled quite a lot. So I needed to have a thicker kind of pigment paste really with the Brusho, but I'm going to go with it anyway and just see what effect it gives me. I'm taking loose inspiration from the kind of Delaunay circles. I'm going to put that face down onto my calico circle, and I've got a strip of sari silk across it as well, just to show you how it reacts to the different fabrics. Take a little bit of the printing binder, which is clear, and just scrape that over the surface of the net, and you're pushing the Brusho down onto the surface of the fabric to get your print. Peel it away, and you can see where the silk was, it's kind of interrupted the flow of colour onto the calico. I quite like that effect, and also the colour's taken really well onto the silk fabric there. You can dry those with a hairdryer or in between some fabric and an iron just to dry them off quickly. And then you can carry on taking prints from your voile. So as long as there's pigment left on the screen, you can carry on printing. And obviously each print that you make is slightly paler than the one before it. And depending on the intensity of your pigment, you can get about 3 or 4 prints from a screen. So you can see there most of the pigment's off of the voile now, and I've got a selection of fabrics that are printed with different intensities of the colour. I've managed to miss the edge of the circle, so I'm going to layer the fabric together, and I'm going to add some stitching just to pick out the colours and kind of reiterate that circular motif. So here's my finished sample, and I look forward to seeing yours next week. Happy stitching!